Good evening, once again. So, this time we're going to talk about ETH. See what we kind of got going on here. Ditch a little bit of some of this real quick. Maybe we'll put it back on later. Who knows? So just to recap what I think is going on here. Larger time frames. Let me pull out the log. Again, I do most of everything by the hip, guys. I don't really plan anything. I don't write a script. I don't do anything like that. So you're going to hear bloopers, screw-ups. Who knows? I think I've already had to start this video over once. So, to recap my ideas, the question that we're now being faced with is it 1, 2, 3, and then we went into a flat for a 4, and we still have a fifth to come. It's very possible, in my opinion. ETH has showed strength, way more so than Bitcoin. I do not believe that this entire wave 2 here equals this as being a wave 4 and this being a fifth. So this idea here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, I don't like it. The 4 is tiny compared to the 2. The fifth is nothing compared to the 1. I'm sorry, just don't like it. Nope. So my next thought process is, okay, well, 1, 2, as I said, 3. Now we're putting the 4. Wait, no, 5. That's 1. Or, and this is where things could get super fun. 1, 2, 1. And now we have gone into a flat for a 2, for another 2. If it's really time for Ethereum to do the flippening because it is real, maybe we're going to see some gigantic ass move come from Ethereum. Don't know. Gonna have to wait and see how it all plays out, right? So, what I've got going on here for this move is we come down a pretty nasty zigzag. I'll be honest, don't really like it. If you look at Bitcoin, I believe that this move is an impulse because it creates a different type of flat, a little bit different structure. But I think we get a 3-wave move followed by a 3-wave move. And now we have gone into an expanding diag for a C. I see ABC for the 1, 2, ABC for the 3, WXY for the 4, and then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to A, B, and finally a C. So I think ultimately this is your move. We do get the overlap of the 4 and the 1, and we get it. Honestly, I just haven't seen another count that I like that fits as far as this being an expanded diag or a zigzag or anything that this could be. This expanded diag seems to play the best to me, regardless of how you count the micro moves. Now, with that being said, I do think it's a C, which means we have bottomed. It's very possible ETH has bottomed right here. Okay. The alternate, of course, would be that this is an A wave, and maybe we're putting in a B wave, something like this, and then we're going to come even further down for a C. It's possible. We're just going to have to wait and see what it looks like. The biggest thing that I like here is the fact that, to me, this is an impulse all day long. I know some people want to try to force fit a WXY, or I've even seen somebody try to force fit a zigzag. Sorry, I just don't believe in it. I believe that this is an impulse. When I run it through the Elliott Wave Oscillator, which is supposed to help you to determine your impulses and your corrections, when I break down to the correct time frame, I can actually see that this is, in fact, an impulse. So, calling it an impulse. Is it an A wave or a 1 wave? Well, we don't really know. As I was mentioning, it could be A, and somewhere there's a B, and then a C. So, for right now, I'm going with it as being a wave 1. Bitcoin has not shown anywhere near the amount of strength that Ethereum has. So, that's what I'm going with. My whole premise this time has been that we've had an A, B, C for our W. We've had an A, B, C for the X. It's a flat. It's a pretty long C, but we get it. And then we get our massive drop. Now, if you watch the GRT video, there's a spot in here where I show the same thing. And I know some people think that they're calling this, to be a 5-wave completed move. I don't think so. When you drop on lower time frames here and you really start looking at it, to me, this is more of a bunch of 1-2s. And then finally you get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. And it kind of goes into the 5s. But then this, to me, turns into a triangle. A, B, C, D, E. And then we get our 5th. Or maybe the E's right there. Whatever the case may be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think we get our 5th. Now, I will say that there's a slight truncation here. I don't necessarily like truncations. But considering what comes off of it, I'm more happy with the move after. So, now the hope here is that, let's back out here. I'm hoping that we've got a double zigzag going on. Ultimately is going to do this. And I'm hoping that we get some very deep, C of the Y for a wave 2. Bitcoin ultimately makes a new low, but Ethereum does not. That's what I'm hoping for. The problem that I have right now is that I need to see this kick. I need to see the Y wave. Okay? I need to see this Y wave. That's what I want. As of yet, it remains to be seen. The slight problem that I'm having is in Bitcoin. Let's dive in here. So we get a 3-wave move. Don't care how you count it. 3-wave move. I think we get a sharp double zigzag for the A. We obviously get a 3-wave move for the B, and we get our C. Okay. It's a flat for an X wave. Okay. When we get this, we immediately get an impulse up. Now, for a while, I was kind of thinking, well, maybe, let's just get this off here. I was kind of hoping that, or thinking to myself, this just doesn't feel right. It honestly kind of feels like, let's dive down to like a 2-hour time frame here. This is so sketch. To me, it kind of feels like it's like a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I was thinking maybe we had a flat here for a larger 4, and now we're just fucking about. Maybe this whole thing is a 4. Obviously, yes, this has gone on for way too long, but this was during Christmas, holidays, no volume, nobody trading. So maybe it just kind of screwed everything up. To me now, it's really just gotten too big. So the question is, what is going on here? I'm going to have to now say that the C is in, that the X is in, if I'm still trying to hold on to this count. Right now, there's just some crazy things going on. We get this impulse up, we get a 3-wave move, we get another impulse, but now we've made a new low, lower than this low. Our low at this point is 1179, and it's a big question mark as to what is happening right now. Could this C still be hanging out over here somewhere? Some wicked 4, everybody thinks we should be going up, so they're trying to push it, but we're just not doing it. I'm not sure. We're going to go into a different chart here in a minute to give us a lower time frame. It's a little sketch, honestly, with what's going on. But like I said, we are in the complete holiday season at the moment. I think it's very possible we're having just some ridiculous price action at this time. So, but ultimately, this is where I'm hoping that we go. This is in log. I don't normally like using log. I mean, a 1272 is directly at the double bottom, which I find pretty interesting. A double bottom would be cool. 1-to-1, somewhere in this area would be great. I just think we need to come up first in order to make it happen. I want to see this, A wave. I want to see it up here. So my measurement for the 1-to-1 is somewhere around in here. That's what I want to see. Could I be looking for the golden zone or a 50? Something. Here's our 50 is up here. I'd like to see the golden zone area. because that would be then our first algo target, which would be right in the hot spot. That algo's at 937.30. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to call out numbers. So 937. If we can hit the golden zone, 937 would be our first algo target. So this is what I'm kind of still hoping for. Until I get a pop in one direction or the other, that's when the count's going to ultimately change. For right now, it's just bullshit. That's what's happening. So let's go over here. This is the area that's like, what the fuck, right? So here's our W. Here's our WXY giving us our A. We get our B. Now, again, I keep looking at this going, man, this could be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And somehow this is all for something or other, and we're looking for this fifth down here. But obviously the look of it for being an impulse is now completely wrecked. It's totally wrecked. So I suppose you'd have to, you'd have to maybe call it something like this. And question then becomes, what is this? So I'll tell you what, let's just do a little freestyle here on the hourly. Just kind of take a look. Impulse. Gonna have to call it that. Unless this is, and part of me was wondering if this is some sort of a flat right here, but then we get this and then we get that, so kind of shot the idea of it being a flat. We do get this move. It's not quite an impulse. I mean, this is obviously not right. This is certainly an impulse here, but we don't get, I think, enough of the clean move. Either way, this is where I kind of throw Elliott Wave a little bit out the window, and I just say, you know what? I got a 3-wave move that ends at around a 1.272, so I've got a correction. Get another impulse, make a new high. Now, maybe you would think, okay, the whole thing is just a zigzag. Well, 618 is kind of my minimum requirement. It does make it. Maybe you wanted to say there's more flats in here. It could be as valid zigzag straight up, but for an ABC. But again, this is just such garbage. It's the holiday season. Question is, can I get some sort of a bull count out of it? And I think my bull case died when we made this new low. It would have been fantastic if we could have said, okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, now let's go. But obviously that didn't happen, right? So as far as I'm concerned right now, I'm not trading this. I'm not bothering with it. It looks like absolute garbage. It's the holidays. I'm just leaving it alone. I'm waiting for it to decide what we're doing. All of this that we're in right now is nothing but a massive range. You can even see it. The VPVR is even just showing even a smaller range, but there's our range. Okay. They got the Vegas waves that we just keep bumping our head. We keep falling. So, if we end up, making a new low past this and do not turn around, it's possible there's some other count going on, a different count compared to, where did it go? Okay. A different count compared to this. Now I have seen, a buddy of mine posted a count where he was kind of thinking that the Y was already in. So it would have been WXY, and the ABC is not there. I don't like that because I don't even make this 618 for the Y. The Y is supposed to be a little bit more powerful. It's supposed to run. I would want to see it up here at 1482. I'd like to see that if that were the case, and that's just not what happened. I still think we have a flat here. Let me back this up, put my stuff back on. I still think we have a flat here. And since we have a flat, we could still come down, barely make a new low. Maybe this is just, holiday fuckery, whatever the case may be. And then we could still come up for our Y. That's what I'm still hoping for. You know, RSI right here on the 6 hours, not very much help. We get our bottom, we get the move. It certainly looks like she's going to come down and test. But for me, it's just a wait and see. So this was a quick run on Ethereum, just to kind of give you an update. But frankly, I don't think there's really too much to update, and it's just kind of a wait and see. And unless you're trading on the 15-minute, 20-minute, maybe you're doing some RSI trading or something like that. To me, it's just kind of a wait and see until this starts to give us something to tell us what's going on. Yeah, I have tried to long a couple of these areas. Let me flip back to the lower degree. You know, I did put in a long here, did put a long here. Ultimately, I keep getting stopped out by these wicks. You know, my stops usually end up sitting just barely in profit. So now I've just kind of done nothing. I've just been waiting. Really, when it gets to be like this, honestly, I don't bother to sit there and really figure it out. I just don't care enough. I'd rather wait for something that's clear. I don't like to force a trade, and I wait. So eventually the market will start to show itself. The trades will become better. You'll have more confidence in things. And that's the way you do it. So I suppose it's possible that we've had, you know, an A, B, and some kind of really fucked up zigzag right here. I don't really see that. I mean, what are you going to say? That this is a 1, 2, 3... I don't even know how you would 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. I mean, it's super nasty. Super nasty. I don't see how you would want to call that an impulse. It's just disgusting. So only other thought is that maybe there's something really stupid going on where this is ultimately where we're still going. So I'm just waiting. I still do think that in the larger degree, you know, we've got this. I'd love to see this give us our pop. We get this pop, we know we can take the long up, we can take the short back down, and we can get ready to rock and roll. So get any questions or anything, feel free to put it in the chat. Ask questions here on YouTube. I respond to pretty much anybody. Other than that, you guys have a great and safe New Year's, okay? Take care.